Now, in other news, looks like Rihanna is officially the youngest self-made billionaire in America. Now, I do find that interesting because wasn't Kylie Jenner supposed to be a self-made billionaire? And then I feel like they removed her from the list or she sold a portion of her company. Either way, child, what we know now is that Rihanna at 34 years old is officially the youngest billionaire in America. And I freaking love it. You know what's so crazy? Everyone is so concerned about when Rihanna is going to drop an album. Child, she will drop an album when she feels like it. And honestly, I feel like at this point, when Rihanna finally does drop an album, the album is going to literally just drop out of nowhere. Like, we're not going to expect that Rihanna is dropping this album. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot wait to see what Rihanna does next. I'm intrigued to see what kind of celebration that she's going to do. 9 out of 10 is going to be extremely private, but it's cool. I mean, you're a billionaire now. You don't got to let us see everything. Although I would like a little peek. I would definitely like a little peek into the life of Rihanna, but I totally understand wanting to keep your privacy because you guys really think about it. I was watching this interview with Cardi B that she did on Lip Service, and I didn't have time to clip it out. But I was watching this interview with Cardi B on Lip Service, and they were talking to her about what it's like to be famous. And she was talking about how since she became famous, she's not able to do the same things that she was doing before. She's not able to go out and turn up the way that she used to turn up before. She's not able to pop bottles the way that she did. Like, she was like, I used to get lit. I was turned. And now anytime she gets too crazy, there's cameras. Like, she can just be standing there on the stage and there's cameras. And they were kind of talking about how they would rather be rich or wealthy than famous. Like, yes, being famous has its perks. Like, you definitely get some great things from being famous. But another part was just there's so many eyes on you, right? Like, you think about someone like a Bill Gates. Yeah, he probably is somewhere here in Seattle living his best life, minding his own business, but you don't really see him, right? So as famous as Bill Gates is, he's more rich than and wealthy than famous in my eyes. You know why? Because Bill Gates will freaking go to a Dick's drive-in and most people won't even realize that he's there. He doesn't have any security. He's just walking around living his best life, minding his business for the most part. So I definitely understand the thought of being like, I would rather be rich or wealthy rather than famous because who wants to be famous and homeless? Who wants to be famous and broke? Like, I just feel like there are so many titles and so many assumptions that come with people that are famous. And then when you see them out, like, what's that one athlete? It was like Delonte Taylor. I don't really remember. If I find a photo of him, I'll find it. He's been seen out and about multiple times over the years, strung out on drugs, panhandling, begging for money. And it's crazy because it goes viral every freaking time. So this moment of this man in his worst moment ever is going viral. Not because somebody's just walking down the street and they just happen to be videoing, some homeless guy trying to sell him some t-shirts that he found on the ground. No, it's because of who he is. Right. And it's not like, are you guys even like necessarily doing anything? Are you helping him? Did you give him a ride? Did you give him any money? I say all of that to say, sometimes when it really comes to just being famous and wanting to have a private birthday party, because obviously I went completely left with the whole point of Rihanna. I definitely understand why a lot of them party in secret and why they make people sign NDAs because we all saw what happened with Tiffany Haddish when she came out and spoke on what Beyonce was doing at the party or whatever was happening at a party that happened to have Beyonce at.